Star fam, how are we doing? OMG, as you can see, it's cooler here. How are you guys? Hey, Tracy. Tracy said we're back, Star family. Please like the best live reviews on YouTube. Amen. Thank you. Hey, Dr. M. Hey, Denard. Hey, All Day Finesse. Hey, Christina. We are back. This was a really good season so far. Like the first episode was fun. I was having a good time. I was watching it with my mom and we were just laughing. It was a good, fun time. Hey, Busola. I hope Charity do right by me, girl. She not, she had a good first episode, but we're going to get into something else first. But she had a good first episode. Hey, Megan. Hey, Lily. Hey, NTR. How are we doing? Hey, MIM Awesome Productions. Hey, Rain. How are you? Oh, this is the first Bachelor? Really? Wow. Okay. Glad Charity brought you along. Hey, Q Love Awakened said, hey, Nikki, I'm so happy I'm able to come back and watch it live since I watched The Bachelorette. Yeah, I wanted to do it last week, but if you were here with me last week, you know that it was just far too hot in my home. Far too hot in my home. And finally got the situation fixed with my air. Come to find out the air was too cold. Like it was just, I guess he said that we had it on like too high and it was too cold and it created like a ice block or something that was like blocking the actual air. It was crazy, but we got it fixed. We had to let everything melt and then it was able to recirculate. So we're all back. We are all back to normal. It is good in here. Now I can do my filming and, not almost pass out on live. NTR said, hey, Nikki, I needed this nonsense while making a tofu tikka masala. This is a high level of difficulty. Oh, my goodness. Sounds good, though. Sounds good. Let us know how it turns out. KB says South Africa in the house. I know that's right. Hey, Vodka. BB said, hi, working from home. Are you guys off today or are you having half days? Because I think it's so weird to make people come into the office or even if you're working from home, work on today, have tomorrow off, and then work the rest of the week. What happened to having Monday and Tuesday off? I thought that was what we were doing. I don't know what is going on. Vodka, you've never seen this show? I think my neighbor's on my front porch. None of my business. None of my business. I thought you've seen this show before. Wow. Well, welcome. Hey, Kayla. Kayla said, thank God you're recapping this because lately when I watch the Bachelor franchise, the Bachelor ends up watching me. This is the thing. The show was on far too late. That's the first thing we're going to start with. The show was on far too late. Hey, Irene. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Susan. Hey, Dustin. How are you? Not quite. Not quite. I'm going to try to, bring her back slowly but surely through the summer. We'll see. Hey, Claire. Hey, Alex. Hey, Yolande. Oh, good. I think that makes sense because it's so weird to like have people come in on first of all, a Monday, and then have them take Tuesday off and then think that we're going to perform at our highest throughout the rest of the week. Absolutely not. I'm going to be discombobulated. I'm going to be all over the place because from Wednesday to Friday, it's going to feel like a very long Friday. It's ridiculous. Hey, Black Lavender. You're off the rest of the week? Awesome. SL, thank you so much for the super chat. SL said, how are we feeling about Warwick? I heard some people want him as the first Asian bachelor. P.S. Missed your lives. Thank you so much for the super chat. My feelings on Warwick are he's sweet. I feel like it's far too soon to be calling the Bachelor at this point. Here is why. We have all learned first impressions are not the best impressions when you're watching any Bachelor franchise, right? Everybody seems nice and sweet. I think we got to wait a couple episodes just to see. If we were going to pick our first Asian Bachelor, I don't know. From this cast, I would say John. I really like John. I don't know if Charity's going to pick him, but I mean, if she doesn't, I will want it to be John. But again, this is my first impression. I don't know. I do not know. Good. You had Juneteenth off. Good. I'm literally, I told you, like my family and I, we don't celebrate the 4th. Never have. And we are from Philly. Philadelphia is a patriotic city, but if you ever want to experience the 4th of July, I think you should absolutely experience it in Philadelphia. Here is why. Philadelphia's 4th of July it's a mixture, right? Because Philadelphia is the first city of independence in the United States of America. You're welcome. Also, it is where a lot of at the time currently enslaved and formerly enslaved Black people came to for freedom, because it was also one of the first free cities in the United States of America, where everybody could come, especially our people. One of the Underground Railroads went straight to Philadelphia. There were a lot of safe homes there. So there is like an Independence Day celebration, but for the Black people, it's just more of like a Freedom Day. So we don't really do the flags and all of that stuff, but we go see fireworks. We have huge cookouts, barbecues for some who don't know what cookouts are. We have huge celebrations, but it's more about the fact that for those of us who are from there, generations and generations ago, our people came to that city and found freedom. So it's more of like another Juneteenth for us. It's not like you won't see any American flags or apple pies over here. So it's just like another Juneteenth part 2 for us. But we're absolutely going to check out some fireworks. I do feel like I'm getting kind of old, because they've been popping fireworks off in my hood for a few days now, and I'm sick of it. I feel like when I was a kid, I loved this, but I don't love it now. I don't love it now. It was going on all night, and it's only going to get worse. I like fireworks on the 4th of July, and that's it. On the 4th of July, and that's it. Like 4th of July from like 9 to 10:30. That's it. Pop them and get out of there. I also feel like I'm getting to the point where I don't like fireworks anymore. I like the drone performances that I've been seeing, I believe, in Japan. I like that a bit more than the fireworks. But I don't know if Americans will ever get used to that, but I like it. We're using AI for everything else, so why not that? Hey, Johnny's acting channel. Johnny's acting channel said, "Hey, Nikki, always love seeing you in my notifications. I'm glad your ear got fixed so you don't pass out." Thank you. I'm telling you, it's such a different experience. Like I'm having such a good time. We're having a frog issue. First of all, I didn't know that Atlanta had frogs. Okay, forgive me. But we're having like a frog issue, and there's like a frog on my window that's like chilling. And it's just so weird. Every time I look up, I'm like, oh, it's a frog just chilling. I live in Jumanji. Impress Energy for Life said, UK in the house. What's up, UK? 8:25 p.m. Listen, thank you for being up with me so late. I know it's probably a work day for you, and I'm so sorry that it's so late, but thank you for being here. Also, UK subscribers, I'm coming. I don't know what time this year, but I'm putting it on the books. So we are definitely going to set something up. Hey, Tony. Tony said, "Hey, Star fam, holiday in Canada for Canada Day." I love that. Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day. Audacity of Ambition, love that name, said, "Change of fiscal year for us." They would never. Yeah, totally understand. Totally understand. Well, don't understand, but I get it. Alex said, "I had to work today, but got up early. I have tomorrow and Thursday off." Oh, that's amazing. It would be very hard for me to come to work on a Wednesday. No, whoo! Good for you. Good for you. Hey, Spency. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Like, I hope every employer knows that the people that you have working on Monday, they're not doing a damn thing. They're watching me on YouTube. Yeah, I like John. I feel like if we're going to say Asian Bachelor, for me it would be John. I get that a lot of people like Warwick because he looks like a Disney prince, but I think it's the hair. I'm feeling John. Yvette said, "Hey, Star family, I'm the only person in the office. We had to put in personal time for today. At least I got to catch this live." Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, at least you're here. Thank you for being here. Listen, Philly, if you're going to celebrate anything in Philadelphia, I would say the 4th of July. Christmas is nice too. We do a lot of fun stuff for Christmas, but the 4th of July, it's an experience. It's an experience. Now, if you want like traditional Caucasian American 4th of July, I would say go further north in Philly. Not North Philly, I mean like northeast. Child, don't go to North Philly. Northeast, that may be more traditional if you're looking for that. But if you are looking for a very like diverse, fun 4th of July experience, I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot happening. It's going to be like you're in like two like not two, but like totally different worlds all at once. All at once. I would say go down to Center City. They have so much going on over there. It's so much fun. That is like the only time I hate not being in Philly is during the 4th of July. Christmas too, but especially during the 4th of July because it's just so much fun, and it has been since I was a kid. Smithy also said, "Girl, we didn't have Juneteenth off, and unfortunately my company is huge. They gave people the option of a floating holiday." I'm telling you, it's going to get to a point where they're going to start taking back public holidays, having those days off. It's coming to that. America's going to try to put everything on us before we start fighting back. All Day Finesse said, "I'm going to Penn's Landing." Yes, so much fun. It's so much fun. My family and I used to go to Penn's Landing. We would stop by Ishkaville, get a cheesesteak, go to Penn's Landing, and just watch the fireworks. So much fun. Oh, Camden Waterfront is nice too. All Day Finesse. It's too much, Denard. It's too much. It's time to wrap it up. NTR said, "I never realized there are people who don't know what a cookout is." You know what? I didn't know that until I moved to LA. People were like, "You mean barbecue?" I was like, "Oh, barbecue. Is that a Black saying?" Like, I didn't know. It was a cookout for me. New Year's. Now, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. But I still want to do the drone thing because I think it was Japan. Was it Japan or China? I'm not sure. But there was one, and I think it was New Year's, and they had like instead of fireworks, it's like a drone firework celebration, and it was like a dragon in the sky. It was just, and then it would like change into like fish and different things, and then words. It was just beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I would love to go to something like that. The fireworks, I'm done. Oh yeah, dogs and vets hate the fireworks. Hate the fireworks. Listen, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. And my neighbor has all the fireworks in the world. He is about to start popping these things off. But thankfully, he waits until the 4th. Like, and that's fine. That's when I expect it, but it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Hey Naya, how are you? How are you? Yolanda said, "Girl, I just turned 40. Happy birthday!" In Brooklyn, and I opened my window and shouted at my fire escape to tell them to stop. It is 2 a.m. Please. I knew it was going there. I knew that is where your sentence was going to end up. Because let me tell you something. When I lived in New York, especially because I was in the Bronx, and I was a kid, I was just like, "Oh, y'all got to wrap this up. Y'all got to wrap these parties up." Like, this is ridiculous. The way people party in New York City, it's crazy. It is like nobody goes home. Like, the party becomes the street, especially if you live on a block of brownstones. Oh, they shutting the block down, and that's what it is. And I'm kind of used to that. But like in Philly, when we have our block parties, we wrap them up. In New York, absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's like a day shift and a night shift. Then an early morning shift. You know what? Please don't scare me. I'm hoping that it's a frog. My family and I have all come to the consensus that it's a frog. If it's a water bug, I'm moving. I'm moving. Well, listen, I will say it is very green around here because it's been raining so much. So, listen, good for them. I'm not afraid of frogs. I'd rather a frog than a water bug. Tony said, I will book off the whole week because I'm coming back in between a holiday. It makes no sense. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Now you said, I'm working from home. I sent and received not one email. At least we're getting paid for this. I think they should know that people are just not working. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to have anybody work on the day before a day off, a national day off. Get out of here. Hey, Marlene, how are you? Kiss the baby for me. Oh, you work on the 4th of July? Do you work in retail? If you do, my God, today, I am praying for you. I hated working on the 4th of July and during retail. I hated it. I'm keeping you in my prayers. Because like that's when the stores have like the crazy sales. It's always the 4th of July. The 4th of July, the last week of August for the end of summer sale. Then it was what is the other one? It was the 4th of Black Friday. Oh my God, Black Friday. Black Friday was the worst. Black Friday was the worst, but 4th of July was right up there because that was like the deep discounts in my store, especially because I like worked at like one of the first H&Ms at the Cherry Hill Mall. It was crazy. Absolute craziness. Bless your heart. Oh, loved it. I suggest the chicken cheesesteak, in my opinion. Hey, Simply Simone. How are you? Hey, Monique. Monique said, I always wonder how people in New York party with small apartments. Well, that's the thing. Like, you don't in New York. And when I lived in New York, I didn't stay in my apartment. Like, you're in New York City, you're out in them streets. You are out in them streets from sun up to sundown. You are never in your apartment. When I left New York and I moved back to Philly briefly, I was just like, I can't believe I went out every night. Every night. And I had to take the 5. Taking the 5 into the Bronx at like 2 a.m. Girl, I'm cutting through the projects like I'm from there, child. Ooh, I was a daring 18-year-old. Oh my goodness, a lot of retail places. That's the huge discount place, a huge discount day. Like, I don't know any retail store that has that off. Ever. Oh, great, SL. Yeah, you get holiday pay too if you do that. Ryan said, 4th of July retail was my worst day over the whole store destroyed. Yeah, because that's the day. Because this is the thing. Then we'll get into the Bachelorette. This is the thing with the 4th of July. The 4th of July is where they try to move all of their summer stuff. Why? Because in August, all of the fall stuff is coming into the stores. So you need to make sure your back is cleared out, make sure the front is cleared out, because when those trucks start coming weekly, you have to have some place to put the stuff. So they just mark everything down ridiculously. So instead of telling people that, the store is 90% off or, even 75% off, they'll do like a 50% off and then be like, oh, if you buy in store, it's an extra 25% off discount, instead of like saying 75 or 80% off, because you don't want it to be a madhouse, but you want to move that stuff. So the last week of August is always not as crazy as the 4th of July, but it gets crazy because that's just the most stressful time for you because you have to move that merchandise. But the 4th of July is the worst one. It is the worst one because everybody knows that if you're a shopper like that, you know that is the day that you can get just about anything. I used to just be giving out discounts. Shout out to Macy's. I used to just be like, oh, okay, well, we can take 10% off of this. Okay, let me talk to my manager. Okay. Oh, we can take 20% off of it. Because I had to get that line down. I had to get that line down. It's madness. madness. If you work at Macy's, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you today. If you work at any mall, may the Lord be with you. May the Lord be with you. Spency said, now that I'm 30 in New York City, I only go on the weekends. See, I was a kid when I was there, so maybe that's why I was out every night. Maybe that's why. I mean, I went to 42nd Street like literally every night. And it was nothing to do. But we were kids. We couldn't drink, couldn't go to clubs. Like it was 42nd Street. OMG. Excuse me. Zora said Black Friday used to be the worst. The trampolines were insane. Yeah. Black Friday and the 4th of July. The worst. Because those are the end of season sales. Like you're not getting nothing really on Christmas, right? Because at the time, the Christmas discounts, they don't really care at that point because we're trying to move our we're trying to get our beginning of the year merchandise on the floor. So whatever isn't selling for Christmas, we're just going to put in like one clearance rack out, you know what I mean? And that'll be it. Because there's not much left over after Black Friday. But the 4th of July and Black Friday, hell on wheels. Hell on earth, to be quite honest with you. Naya said, yeah, Labor Day, the 4th, Labor Day, Memorial Day, and Black Friday are horrendous for retail. Terrible. Sippy Samos said, facts. I worked at Six Flags during the 4th of July weekend in college. Never again. Oh, I could never do an amusement park. Never. Naya said, OG NYC here, Brooklyn to be exact. The older apartments are actually huge. It's the new cardboard apartments that are cheap and tiny. Yeah, I always wanted to get a legacy apartment. Is that what they call them? I could be saying it wrong, but I always wanted to get one of those. But I wasn't from there, so I didn't have any family there. But man, shout out to those legacy and lottery people. God bless you. Phil said, attention, Nikki, I have been watching that video of that lady yelling at those attention, pickpocket. I love her. Hey, Missy said, hey, Nikki, hey, Star fam, hope you all are well. I don't watch this show. I'm just here for the vibes. Well, thank you for being here. Simple says, same. Bath and Body Works had a semi-annual sale on the 4th. Just hell. Yeah. Yeah, I hate to say it. I might be one of those customers on the 4th of July. I got a new scent that I love. Groovy watermelon. Ooh! Dahlia said, I learned how to talk to people in retail. I regret nothing except working there too long. I highly suggest every post-high schooler work retail or customer service. Yeah, this is the thing. I don't regret my retail days. I just would never go back. I would go to prison than work at Macy's again. You know what I mean? But when I was there, I had a good time. Like you make friends. You're like a 17-year-old and your best friend is 54. It was a good time. It was a good time, especially when I worked at H&M. I was the flyest I'd ever been. I had friends that were from like all over. 3 of my friends that I met there, we're still really cool today. And we met when we were teenagers. We met when we were teenagers. Like we've just been through so much together. Like retail is a fun job, but it's a job that you do once and you don't go back. You don't go back. Yeah. I will say this as a union person, I make sure not to shop on those days. Because to be quite honest with you, any deal that you can get on Prime Day, there'll be another, and you can find what you need somewhere else. I just don't want to make it any more terrible for people because I know. Johnny's Acting Channel said, I personally found out by years of shopping for my clothes that July through September are the best time. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely agree. July through September and Black Friday, the best times to shop. The only times I really shop, to be quite honest with you, if I have to get something throughout the year, it's like a desperate need. But July through September, absolutely. And I would not have learned that had I not worked in retail. I want to get Zora, then Christina, and then we'll get into the review. Zora said, am I the only one that didn't like Charity's brother being in that mansion? Like his disguise was terrible and it was obvious a plant. No, you're not. I was right there with you. It was far too corny, but that's The Bachelor. That's the Bachelor franchise. Christina said, hi, Nikki. I agree. I worked in retail for 8 years and it was too much fun, but never again. Yep. I like my weekends. That's the thing. You just never do it again, but you had a great time. You just never do it again. I worked at the Gap. I worked at H&M. I worked at Macy's. I worked at Kmart. I worked at 7-Eleven. I worked every freaking job. And I had a great time. 7-Eleven was the only one that I did not like. Um, and I didn't stay there long. I think I worked at 7-Eleven for like 3 days, and then I moved to Kmart and I had a great time. Like literally, my best friend was in her 80s. My best friend was in her 80s. We worked side by side at we were cashiers right next to each other. And we had a great time. We looked out for each other. We went to lunch together. I'm telling you, retail was fun, but I only do it once. Never again. I will scam before I work in retail again. Mm-mm. 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 Baby, I will get a mugshot before I get behind another cash register. If I'm behind the cash register, I'm stealing. Anyway, let's get into this episode. Shout out to the people who just arrived. I get that all the time. I get that all the time. That poor lady, we are not related. We are not related. I do not know her. She don't know me. Poor lady. Well, thank you for being here, Erica, because we're about to get into it. First of all, let's talk about the controversy. It wasn't big controversy, but it was enough that, you know, people had made some waves about it. So Charity was, you know, doing her press for The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. She was doing press, and she did an interview with R29 Unbothered. So basically, R29 is like a young woman's media magazine that is now that has never been paperback. It's always been internet based, and they have a really popular YouTube channel and a really popular Instagram account, and I think TikTok as well. And this part of R29, the unbothered part, is basically the Black part, the urban part, the Negroes. So she was doing an interview with R29 Unbothered, and that is the reason why I say that is because they asked her a question, and it was basically, what is your, this is not verbatim, but basically is, what is your Black American ick, right? What is something that you stand by that Black people should not do? Because I think they were asking her that because it is a Black or form of a Black publication. And I guess because they think that this is what Black Gen Z and millennial women would want to know. But it felt very weird to me. And I was wondering who was behind the questioning, because I just did not understand why you would ask her that. And Charity says, this is bad, but you should not be wearing a bonnet in public. Bonnets are for the home. Immediately when it was sent to me by a lot of you, thank you so much. When I clicked it open and I watched it, my first thought was, where's her PR team? Where's her PR team? My second thought was, what does your community look like? Right? Because yes, that is a question that comes up. Yes, it is a polarizing question for my community, but also it's such a weird thing to ask and to answer, honestly. Because even if you did feel that way, I felt if her PR was in the room with her, I don't think she would have answered it the way that she answered it. I wish she would have found something else and not said that, because respectability politics does not work with the younger generation of Black people, especially Black women. And that was such a respectability answer. It was so just off base and did not put her in the best light. Now, do I think that's going to harm her? Absolutely not. Here is why. The Bachelor, the Bachelorette, Bachelor Nation is very Caucasian coded. We have to be honest, right? And her saying something like that would work more in her favor for the community that this show is for, not the community that came to the show because of what she looks like, right? And the culture that she comes from. So that, in my opinion, will not harm her. I do think that it gave the women who were going to protect her, because she is of community, I do think it gave them pause. A lot of people who don't know about this franchise or are just freshly coming to the show, I do think it will give pause. I absolutely disagree with that comment. If you've been here for a very long time, you were there for the Bonnet Live. I just feel like Black women should just be left alone. We just need to be left alone. And I think that people are so used to just policing our bodies and every decision that we make that it's just normal for them to always want to correct us, right? And when we respond to the correction with aggression, all of a sudden we're the problem. But I think it's just a very frustrating life to live as a Black woman because everybody wants to correct you and put you in your place, and everybody also wants help from you, and everybody also wants labor with no love and nothing in return. So it's just very frustrating. I wish you would not have answered that question. I wish R29 Unbothered would not have asked it. I just wish it would have went a different way for her. But that's who she is. I don't think that she will be harmed. Like, I don't think that she'll have an issue with her career. If anything, I feel like it'll do that comment will do her favors because that's just the world that we live in. So that's my thoughts on it. I wish you would have gave a different answer. I didn't expect a different answer though. You know what I mean? You're picking up what I'm putting down. Anyway, let's get into episode 1. Charity, cute, bubbly. The hair is still intact, on point. I don't know if it's a half wig or if it's sew-in weave or if it's all hers, whatever it is, it looks great. It looks great. She looks stunning. The first night dress, I would have wanted something white crystal, rhinestone down, wrapped around her body because she has beautiful dark skin, and it just would have popped with a white beaded dress, and especially under those HD lights, she just would have looked like a disco ball. But that's just my preference. I think this was a beautiful dress. I do think that some of it was just a little bit too close to her skin color, but she ate this up. She has a great body, beautiful face. The hair is herring. Sis, if this is a wig, I'm telling you right now, your team needs to be working on a wig line for you. Don't do no bundles. Wigs is where it's at. Wigs is where it's at. But this was a cute look. She has such a great, bubbly and fun and inviting personality. And I also think that she is Caucasian coded enough for the entire fan base, especially the majority of this fan base, to get behind her and fully support her in all of her endeavors after this show. So I'm so far so good. We had a little slip up with the bonnet controversy, but so far, so good. I still to this day do not know why this show filmed in such a cold climate. I don't know if the taxes are a bit better outside of LA, if they get a bit better write-off, if they film in these mansions in the woods. I just do not get why this show is not filmed at like Santa Monica, Malibu, you know what I mean? Hollywood Hills. I don't get it. I don't get why you have this woman late at night, a Black woman. It's raining and she's freezing. We could see her breath. We could see her shaking. We could see her hands, rubbing for some warmth. I'm like, why do y'all choose to do this? They do it every season and it just never makes sense for the location. There's no reason for your lead to be in freezing conditions in California. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know if they're choosing these locations because they're just cheaper. Because I will admit, filming in Hollywood will probably be very expensive, but you can get some nice locations. Film in Inglewood. You film in Burbank. Like, there are nice locations with great weather. I just don't understand why they do it. And I have this issue every season of The Bachelorette. I don't know why they do it. It's such a distraction and unnecessary. But if it's cheaper, then I get it. Did you guys hear Charity's accent? Like, the more she talks, the more that accent slips in, especially when she likes a guy. Oh, he's handsome. I like her. Can somebody correct this for me? Did she say that her parents were married 48 years? Not those two young people. Because I'm like, how old are her parents? They look like mid-50s. Not even in their 60s. I'm like, 48 years? Oh, was this like one of them? You know what? Never mind. Because, back in the day, our grandparents, got married mad young, but they're not like grandparent age. Maybe it's the South. I don't know. But I'm like, these people look very young to be married for 48 years. 48 years. Anyway, let's get into the limo entrances. Aaron, let's get into the boys. Let's get into AA Ron. Aaron, he's cute. I thought it was really cute in his little medium suit. I like the fact that he was, a little flirty, a little jokey. I think he's perfect for Charity. I really, really do. I think he fits the Bachelor Nation formula. These two give me, if they didn't meet on this show, they would have met at like a Jack and Jill function, right? I see him and Charity being like a realistic couple. I like him. I like him for her. He's to be quite honest with you, he's one of my tops. For now, this is episode 1. This is episode 1. Let's get into Josh. Where is he? I hope I have him up here. Josh, he seems a bit mature for her. He seems a bit mature. Let me look on the website, because how old is he? I think he said he was 28. And I think I said 28 where? 28 when? In 2022? Let me see how old Josh is. 28. Wow. Wow. Oh, he's a Harvard grad. You know what? That Ivy League education will do it to you. That Ivy League education will do it to you. Listen, Josh, glad you got in. Glad you got in before the Supreme Court shut it down. But I like Josh. I do. I think he just reads a bit too mature for Charity, even though he's 28. I think he's just a little too stoic, in my opinion. But he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Maybe, I think it's probably the curl, Josh. Maybe it's the swoop that's making you read like a daddy. Like a zaddy, but you know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to Joey from Philly, but he also resides in Hawaii, so they say Hawaii. They could have said Philly. I don't like that. He led with Philly. He was like, I'm Joey. I'm from Philly, but I live in Hawaii. And I was like, okay, you're a top. You're one of my tops. I like him. I like his swag because, you know why I like his swag. And he's cute. I think he's a cutie. It does seem like he goes far in the trailer, but we will see. We will see. But I like him for her. Even though he's a little short, Charity's short. Don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated. Let's get into Xavier. I feel like, and I gotta look at y'all with this, I feel like he's gonna be a problem. He gives me problem. And I feel like Charity is going to really like him, because let's get into his bio. Let's get into Xavier's bio. I think she's really going to like him. But for some reason, Xavier, and it's just episode 1, I could be wrong, he gives me F-boy. For some reason, that man gives me F-boy. Xavier, 27. He's a biomedical scientist from North Kakalaki. Xavier is first of all, this is his bio. Xavier is one tall glass of water. Who the hell wrote this? This 6 foot, 6 inch scientific researcher has also got the smarts and charisma to match. In a relationship, Xavier will shower his partner with compliments because he genuinely wants to see his future wife happy. Xavier's parents, who have been happily married for 30 years, embody the type of relationship he wants to find. Xavier says he most admires his mom and wants to find a partner who can give their children the kind of love he received as a kid. Could Charity be the one? It's time to put their chemistry to the test. Fun fact, he enjoys knitting. He absolutely decided to show the audience him knitting, looking fine as hell. Charity, I feel like he's a problem. He built his own computer for playing video games, and Xavier's ideal date is skydiving. Now, here's the thing with him. F-boy aside, on paper, he seems like a very good catch, right? He'll get you with the knitting, right? And then it'll be like, oh, do you just want to see me build a computer? And then you're like, oh my God, he's smart and he has a great, career, and you're all into it. But then you start to realize that you're not the only one. And then I feel like his dating pool don't look like Charity. I don't know. It's episode one. It's episode one, but it's something about him. It's something about him, Charity. Stay woke. But from the trailer, I don't think she is. I think she gonna fall right for it. Let's move on to Caleb. Which one is this? Is this white Caleb? Wait, I think we got a white, black, and Asian Caleb. Hold on. Which Caleb is this? Am I talking about black Caleb? Hold on, let me look at my notes. Let me look at my notes. Black Caleb. Okay, sorry. It's too many. It's too many with the same name. Let me bring him up. Do I not have his picture? Oh yeah, there go Black Caleb. I don't know why I don't have his picture. Black Caleb, cute, right? Reads a bit mature for her. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I will say, I hope that by the time he gets to paradise, at least the locks have reached bob length. Because, oh my goodness, beginner locks they just never look good on him. The newborn locks, I can't get with it. But he seems like a really nice guy. I just do not see, I don't see it. And I could be wrong. She may see something that I don't see, but I don't see it. Since we're on the Caleb's, let's get to Asian Caleb. I don't see it either. He's a sweetie, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I hope that, listen, Asian Caleb and Black Caleb, let's talk. Y'all got to do something with your hair before y'all get to paradise, right? Black Caleb, we got to get some extensions. We got to get some extensions, or we either got to pull this back and do a design. The designs always look, if you got baby locks, the designs always look cute. Like get a little twisty something to bring it back to here. But the newborns are not going to work. Asian Caleb. No, that's we got to get into him. Asian Caleb, where are you at? Baby, the side part, don't take that to paradise. Don't take that to paradise. We got to either pull it all the way back, maybe get a little bayang, but the side part is giving salesman from the 1950s. And the women at paradise, they're not going to feel like all that. You're going to read too nice, and they are not going to go after that. Sorry, brother. Sorry. But he's a sweetie too, but I don't see it. I do not see it. They both got out the car. They both got out the limo, and they were just really nice guys. I just did not see them being a match for Charity. But again, it's early. It's early. Khalid. I thought he was cute. I thought him and Charity had a little something. She obviously disagreed. I do not know what his religion is, but I have to say, when he got out the limo, I was like, oh, girl, we're going to Islam. He's cute. Charity, she sent him home. I liked him. Tanner. Tanner's next out the limo. I don't see it for Tanner either. I don't see where this relationship would work. However, when him and Charity were having conversations, I was just like, I feel like Tanner either reminds her of her ex or she's dated men like him before. I feel like he was probably the norm and she's just naturally attracted to that. But I just did not see them really working when she has so many other options there. I feel like if there were no other men there, Tanner would be it for her. Because I feel like he seems natural for her. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That's just my interpretation. Let's get into backflips. I don't know why Taj Maurice Tether was just on this show backflipping and not talking to Charity. So I wasn't surprised when she eliminated him because I knew. I was like, you spent this whole time backflipping. Even in his introduction, he was backflipping. When are you ever going to talk to Charity? And the time he got to talk to Charity, he backflipped again. It was weird. It was weird. Taj, go do all of that in Paradise, because I know that's exactly where they're going to send you, because the white women on this that are a part of Bachelor Nation love this type biracial boy. He gonna clean up in Paradise. He's biracial. He gonna clean up in Paradise. But I knew he was going home. I knew that he was going home, because the only time we saw him was when he was backflipping. I'm like, you got a one-on-one with this girl and you're backflipping. Boy, sit down. Sit down. Oh God. Do I want to save this for last? Let's just get into it. This is my first impression. I don't know what's going on with my girl. I don't know what's going on with my girl, but let's talk about Brayden. When he got out the limo and had on penny loafers with no socks, absolutely not. Penny loafers is the first violation. You just in them penny loafers raw dogging? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what? He reminds me of Kevin Federline. Like the early years, back when him and Britney Spears had that TV show. That's what he gives me. It could be the hoop earrings in his profile picture, or the cubic zirconias that he wore on the show. Them studs that he got from Clears. Maybe that's what it was, but something was like, I'm like, this is Kevin Federline. This is Kevin Federline. And Charity, you do not need to be the next Shar Jackson. Wake up. Wake up. Spencer. I felt bad for him, right? Here is why. Everybody was making fun of him on Twitter. And was he a little creepy? Yes, right? And I don't think it was creepy. I don't feel like he was creepy because of how he was acting. I felt like he was creepy because he reminded me of that. Do I have it here? It's called Smiley. It's this character. If you watch the show From, like, that's what he reminded me of, like that character. And it's just because I feel like him and the actor just look very similar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they have very similar features. I feel like it's the brow, it's the wide smile, it's the high cheekbones. That's what he was giving me. So that's why I was creeped out. I was not creeped out by his behavior because I thought at first that he was just nervous. There's a better picture. I thought at first, great show, by the way. Great show, by the way. Great show, by the way. I thought at first that he was just nervous. When we watched him a bit more, I was just like, I think something else is happening here. Now, I'm no doctor, and I'm not diagnosing nothing, right? I will say, as someone who has worked with kids, teenagers, who are blessed with a little something extra. He reminded me of some of my students. And some of my students had particular abilities. And I was disheartened by some of the things that I saw being written about this man, who we were not sure if this was who he, like, just him being nervous, right? If he was nervous, if this was a character choice, or if this was someone who has extra abilities and is trying to focus and be present in a place where he's extremely uncomfortable, but trying his best to communicate and act in a way that he thinks is right. So I just wish that we would have got a bit more information about him, because I honestly think if he is, dealing with extra abilities. I don't think that those comments would have been that way, but because this show is so forced, because it's like the drama is just so fake and put on, I think a lot of people are thinking that this is a character. And honestly, if I would not have worked with the students that I've worked with, I probably would have thought the same thing too, and probably would have been on this platform spewing ignorance about somebody who is not like me, but different, and that's okay, right? So yeah, it was just very weird seeing the audience reception of him because I saw something else. Again, I could be wrong, but I just saw something a little different. Let's get into Warwick. Let's get into Warwick, who should be here. Where's Warwick? I don't know where Warwick is. I'm telling you, I added all of these things in. Where is Warwick? I gotta find him here. Yep, found him. That's my boy. So Warwick, again, you guys like him. You want him to be the first Asian bachelor. I think it's the hair. This is the thing. You know what? And I'm not, let me tell you something. I'm not doing this because they're both Asian, right? What I'm saying is, Asian Caleb, get with Warwick. He know how to do some hair. He know how to do some hair. This is some good hair. And I think that's what's tripping everybody up. Because what else did you see of Warwick that made you go, oh, he should be the next Asian, he should be the next bachelor. It's time, he's Asian. And that's it, right? You guys are failing to mention that the great quality that you think that he has, because he didn't have a lot of screen time, you were mesmerized by his hair. I think that's what it is. And that there's nothing wrong with that. Go hair, Warwick. This is some great hair. But as for me, I don't want a bachelor that walks on his tippy toes. Warwick is a tippy toe walker. How shallow. It's the truth, though. I was like, oh, he walks on his tippy toe. Great hair, though. Great hair. Great hair. I don't know much about him, so I'm gonna just leave it be. He seems like a nice guy, but I think it's always so weird that whenever the show gives us a Black bachelorette, they always seem to give us this character, right? As soon as we meet him, he lets us know he is a cowboy wrestler from Florida. Okay. Okay. In love. In love. He's fine. He's sweet. I want it to happen. I'm rooting. Look at him. Look at him with his little chain. I want it to happen. I want it to happen, Charity. Let's be smart here. Let's be smart here. I love it. I love it. Let me tell you something. Back before my brain was fully developed, if he was on my campus, High School Musical up in that hoe. Anyway, I love John. 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 I want it to happen. I don't want him as the bachelor. I want him for Charity. But if he can't, if Charity doesn't pick him, then I would say, oh, if she picks Xavier, I feel like Charity, don't be blinded. Don't be blinded. I feel like if she doesn't pick him, then I would absolutely want him to be the bachelor. I might even audition. Listen. Anyway, let's get to this 7-foot king. I like him. How y'all feel about him? I like him. I thought they were calling him Dalton. When I went to the website, I saw his name and I was like, is it Dalton or Dalton? I think it's Dalton. We just saying Dalton. But I like him. I really, really do like him. Now, am I biased because he's almost 7 feet? Absolutely, right? I ain't even gonna hold you. When he got out the limo and he kept going, I was like, okay, listen. The way Charity was just like, oh my God. I anyway, so I am biased, right? But he's really nice. He's really, really sweet. I can see them having very great conversation. Let me read his bio. Let me get into the bio. Child, we got a lot of black men on this show. I know that's right. And they all from all over, right? They all from all over. We're 7 feet. He's 7 feet. Oh, he's 30. Hey. He is a integrative, Dalton is an integrative medicine specialist from Brooklyn, New York. I know that's right. Zoltan is the full package and is ready to find his person. He comes from a big Nigerian American family and moved to the United States as a child. He describes himself as open-minded, full of love, and the best listener. The integrative medicine specialist has a zest for life and even once went on a spontaneous 45-day trip around Europe. He's hoping his future wife has the same love for adventure and excitement for the little things that he likes to do. Charity, get ready for the adventure of a lifetime with Zotun. I feel like it's Zatun. Zotun? I feel like I want to say Zatun. Correct me, Nigerian subscribers. Let me know. Let me know if I'm saying his name right. He's terrible in movie trivia. He would love to be the head of the CIA. Oh my goodness, there's the red flag. What? What? I'm backing out of there. Okay, and we're at square one. Let's get back to John. What? Absolutely not. Okay. John is number one again. I gotta reorganize my top. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get into the episode. What happened? So Charity meets the men. You can tell that she has a little flair for some than she does of others, but it's fine. So in this episode, her brother, undercover brother, literally that's what he said. He said, I'm going to go in as undercover brother. So they put this black man in a curly, synthetic salt and pepper wig with a fedora and a bone straight, not even a yaki, a bone straight glue on lace front mustache. And none of the men caught it. I'm going to let it slide because this show is cheesy, right? They do stuff like that. They do stuff like that because for some reason this show wants to give off the essence of the Mickey Mouse Club in the 1950s, where it's just like, oh my goodness, we're so innocent, we don't know anything. But then at the end of the season, she's gonna have to bang 4 guys and we're gonna watch. You know what I mean? It's just very weird, right? But that's just how everything is set up for this show. So I let it slide because I know this is what they do. But I do not believe for 1 second that none of the men noticed him, right? I don't think that anybody would have recognized him as Charity's brother. I think if he walked in there and act like he was one of the guys, none of the men would have been shocked. None of the men would have been like, oh, that's Charity's brother. I don't think they would have caught it, right? So y'all could have just sent him in there like how he is. Nobody would have caught it. I think they made it really obvious with this whole Party City look. Like, I don't know why he was given elderly Inspector Gadget. It was just weird. It was just weird. And I just did not, because it was so weird and so over the top, I didn't buy that the guys never noticed. I just did not buy it. It seemed very set up and put on to me, but Charity had fun with it. Her brother had fun with it. It is what it is, but I just was not buying it at all. It was just too ridiculous. It was too, I could not suspend my belief that much. Can we get into James? He wasn't a really big catch for me when he got out the limo. Still wasn't when he sat down with Charity, but I think he did stand out with that letter from his mom. That wasn't creepy at all. I do think that James knew that his mom wrote that letter, because when he opened the box and he was like, "Oh my goodness, I didn't know that my mom was going to do that." You mean to tell me you brought a gift to Charity from your mother and you didn't open it? Boy, stop. Boy, stop. Sit down. But it was cute, and it was nice to read, his mom's kind words to Charity. So it wasn't that big of a deal, but I was just like, you read that letter. You knew it was in there. You probably wrote it yourself. But I just wasn't buying it, but it was cute. Xavier got the first kiss. I'm concerned. I'm so concerned for my sis Charity. I'm so concerned. Here's why I'm concerned. That was a good kiss. That was a hot one. I'm concerned, sis. All he has to do is sit you down and start knitting for you, and it's over. It's over. Stay woke. Stay woke, Charity. Stay woke. John. John got the second kiss. He got the second kiss. This is why I like him, right? That's why I like him. He got the second kiss. And like in his confessional, his cheeks were red, like he was blushing. And he was just like so giddy. And he was just so like, he just felt so good after kissing Charity. Oh, Charity girl. Ooh. I feel like she's going to have to pick between him or Xavier. Girl, but it was so cute. I like him for her. I like him for her. It was cute. It was cute. Aaron, let's get into Aaron serenading Charity. So, I didn't get it. I thought it was cute. Like, so Aaron B, right? Who I feel like him and Charity would work in the real world. So he wanted to do this special thing for Charity during their like little quick sit down at the cocktail party. But he sits her down, makes this like, I just felt like he was going to do more than what we got. And I thought that he was actually going to sing. And then he started playing the keyboard, and then started doing spoken word. And I was like, has this worked? Has this worked on other women? Charity was like, it was just very, I don't know. I don't want to be rude, but corny. It was very, very corny, because like a warm bubble bath and lots of rubs. That's what you remind me of. This has worked on grown women. Okay. All right. And the weirdest thing about this thing, his whole performance was like after he like did like the spoken word over the keyboard, he like stopped, like ended it and stared at Charity and was like, I was like, oh my God, you thought you ate that. Oh, you thought you ate that. Men are so lucky that we're just naturally attracted to them and they don't have to do much. Oh, y'all so lucky we're wired poorly. Y'all so lucky. Y'all so lucky. But he gets the third kiss. He gets the third kiss. Can we talk about this kiss with Charity and Kevin Federline? Charity, what's going on? What's going on? Either Charity is really into him, which I hope she isn't, or Kevin Federline is a producer plant. right? Like, because I don't see him being the Bachelor, but I do see him causing a lot of drama in Paradise. So I feel like Braden, also known as Kevin Federline, I feel like he was hired for Paradise, and they're making a story for him on Charity season. On Charity season, absolutely bothersome, but they do it every season. So how much can we complain? Because it's just their formula. Because I just did not see the connection. That kiss wasn't cute. It was a little sloppy. She didn't seem like she was feeling it. He was feeling everything. He was feeling himself and the kiss. It just didn't seem like there was any chemistry. And for him to get the first impression rose, I was just like, this is storyline. This is storyline. It just doesn't make any sense. Even after Charity's brother, who was just like, oh, he's acting real confident, like he has you. And like, even after he warned her, she still gave him the first impression rose. And I'm like, I guess I didn't see enough for this to make sense. For me, what this show showed me it just didn't make sense for him to get the first impression rose. It didn't. And it wasn't like it was a deliberate misdirect. It just felt like y'all didn't have enough footage. So y'all needed to sell this storyline because he was hired to be this character on Paradise. That's what it's giving me. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense because what have we seen? What have we seen? But anyway, Braden, also known as Kevin Federline, he gets the first impression rose. Yes, a man with hoops. Hoops. Both ears. Got the first impression rose. And he was wearing Cuban zirconias from Claire's when he did it. Wow. What's going on, Bachelor Nation? What's going on, Bachelor Nation? So Nick, who we didn't hear much of, the Carl Thomas of the season, he's a handsome guy. I don't think he's going to go to Paradise because there just was not a lot from him. He just didn't make that much of an impression. I wish he would have stood out more because he's a handsome guy, but we just did not see him enough. Joe, he was also eliminated again. Another guy we did not see much of. So I don't see him going to Paradise. Pilot Peter probably will go to Paradise just because he has a story. He's another Peter and he's another pilot. So that may be what gets him to Paradise. Khalid, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to Paradise. The way this nation is going, they might justify not picking him. So I'm not sure. I would like to see him. I think he's a cutie. I think he would do well, but I don't know. I do not know. Backflips is absolutely going to Paradise. Absolutely. They are going to eat him up on that beach. He's absolutely going to Paradise. So that's all I want to say about this episode. What do you guys have to say? Let me scroll up. Let me scroll up. Oh, we in here talking. We in here talking. Hold on. Dahlia said, I'm not a fan of bonnets and slippers in public either. The fabric is designed for home use. I took my slippers out one time in the rain, destroyed them. Never again, child. Listen, I don't wear slippers outside either, and it's just because they are not to be worn outside, right? It's not a code of conduct thing. It's not a etiquette thing. It's absolutely just because the material is made for inside the home. Now, I guarantee you, if my slippers were made for the outside terrain, I would wear them outside. Who won't check me? Who gonna check me? Absolutely. What's this? Oh, thank you. Oh, can you?
What do you need, Nicole?
I just want some
NikkiStar. Hi,
can I
Star
have some
family.
tea? Oh my goodness. Thanks for your help. Anyway, I got an airport bonnet. Who gonna check me? Who gonna check me? Nobody. Nobody. You think?
Surgery, please, cash her. Lauren, this is a professional business. Hey, Star family, we love you. Happy holidays. Sorry, Nikki has a little sister, and she just little sister sometimes. Sorry, Star family. Forgive Lauren.
It's not a business. I'm hanging out with my friends. Anyway, it's just like I'm not putting my beautiful hair on those raggedy airplane seats. You think I'm resting these God bless curls on those raggedy airport headboards where everybody else is? Thank you so much. Absolutely not.
Thank you so much, Toya Star.
Thank you so much, Toya Star.
With a smile.
Absolutely not. Get out of here.
See how
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I have more airport turbans than I do airport bonnets, just because I got cute bonnets. And I don't, you know what I mean? I literally wear my bonnet to protect my head from the airport seats, right? So I wear my little turbans. Probably not when I'm walking through the airport, because I'm trying to get chose. But that's only in LA. Outside of LA, I will absolutely put it on because I'm not trying to get chose nowhere else. Los Angeles only. Just because it's just such a busy, like the busy airports, I'm you know what I mean? But even still, if I accidentally had it on, I would not care. I would not care. Like it's not that big of a deal for me. It's not. But I respect your opinion, sis. NTR said, what an effed up question to ask, spreading a little hate. Yeah, it just didn't make sense. Why ask her that? They absolutely set her up. No. It wasn't at Essence Fest. It wasn't. This was just when she was doing her press tour. And I'm just like, if you are supposed to be the black arm of a caucus publication, why would you ask her that? Why would you ask? That's just very weird. It was very, very weird. Absolutely, it seemed like a setup. Absolutely, Christina. Absolutely. She should have said that. She should have said that. I will say this, Tracy. I feel like the house shoes thing will probably get everybody on board. I think that will probably get everybody on board. I had the interview. I didn't show it because I didn't want this live to get flagged. But what I will do is I will put it in the description box so you guys can go back and see it and give your own, have your, see how you feel about it. You can come back in the comments and we can talk about it. It is what it is. Fun, and it doesn't tear down our community. Absolutely. I can't do the electric slide. I can't do the Tamia dance. Relatable. It's weird. Dahlia said, "What's weird to me is if you wear a scarf, no one says anything. For some reason, a bonnet's associated with the ghetto. That's what it is. Ironic considering the Regency shows we love have have white women in bonnets. That's what it is. It's just it's classes. It's classes. Because nobody, like, if I wear a turban, nobody says anything. If I wear a bonnet, it's like, oh, because I'm representing a community that people dislike. You know what I mean? We absolutely have a racism problem in this nation, but that classism. She's an evil beast. She's an evil beast. That's the one, CM. That's the one. That's the one. Oh, okay, so you guys think it's a sew-in. Guys, I'm going back to sew-ins. I've tried every and anything. The wigs are too hot. I think I'm just going to go back to sew-ins. Because when I used to wear sew-ins, I used to wear bone straight ones. So I'm going to get like I'm going to get a natural one. But my hair was so long when I wore sew-ins. I think that's what I'm going back to. I just got to find a hairstylist. And it's very hard to find the oldest I want my hairstylist to be is Gen X. Gen X and up. I don't want no stylist that was born, 80s, 90s, or 2000s. No. Y'all have lost me. I need a grandmom, a great grandmom, Auntie, I need that. I'm not doing it no more. So that's the thing I'm struggling with. I'm struggling trying to find a hairstylist, a black hairstylist in LA who at the youngest is the early Gen X. Early Gen X. That's it. You know what? I'm sorry. Is Gen X 55? I want 55 and up. I want 55 and up. I can't do it anymore. These young people, they don't know how to do business. So I think that's absolutely what I'm going back to, because I keep on circling the block and I'm like, I'm coming back to sew-ins. I can't do it. I had no issues. I'll put my hair in there and I will be fine. Fine for a good 3 or 4 weeks. I think that's what I'm going back to. Very Barbie. I do not know why her team is not like having her doing any kind of Barbie press. I would keep her in all kinds of Barbie press and I would get her popularity to the point where I would have her audition for the role of Christy. Here is why. Barbie is projected to do really well. You know, the industry loves, if it's not broke, they don't want to fix it, right? So they're going to keep on recycling the same stuff as long as they make money, because the entertainment industry it's a business, right? A lot of people think, oh, it's about art, it's about this, it's about showing, showing yourself, putting a mirror to your face and showing you who you are. It's about money. And if Barbie makes a lot of money, they're going to make a Barbie part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 90, right? And they're going to be looking for a Christy, because at some point you got to bring in the other Barbies. I know Issa Rae was presidential Barbie, right? But come on, you got to bring back Christy, and she's a perfect Christy. I hope her acting skills are good, because she's a perfect Christy. Who's going to play Courtney? I had Barbie, Christy, and Courtney. I never had the black Ken though. I had Caucasian Ken, but for some reason, I could see the flag. I could see it. I just never had Barbie and Ken dating. He was always like the buddy. I was an intuitive child. Dahlia said, I like that dress. Talking about Charity's dress, maybe because I'm a fan of rose gold. Her skin was popping, looked like it was glowing. Oh yeah, she looked great. She can wear anything though. She can wear anything though. Carmen said, have you ever asked Rachel Lindsay for an interview? I would love that. I really don't do interviews. There's a couple people that I could interview. Here's why I don't do interviews. I feel like, one, I used to work press. And I do a lot of reality TV shows, right? I'm not coddling, no shade. I'm not coddling a reality TV star. Right? And from the times that I did press, reality TV people were the worst people to ever interview. I hated when I got assigned reality TV. I hated it. I used to hide it from my boss that I watched reality TV, because I knew as soon as she knew that was something that I engaged in, she would give that to me. I hated interviewing reality TV people. One of the worst experiences I've ever had. And I hated working for or with a certain Black publication, because it was just such a nightmare. Such a nightmare. Like, nobody wanted to work for this publication. Like, whenever they were called and say, so and so, we got a new show and we would like you to interview this person from our network, and we would be like, nah, that's okay. hated it. But I don't know. I've had opportunities. I feel like I'm at the place now where I'm not established in my career, but at least I'm working to, get in spaces and have opportunities that could take me to where I, want to be in my career. I just feel like if I do that, I feel like I'll be going back to a dark time in my life. So I've been, I'll think about it. But I never reached out to her because it's just not something that I want to do because of my trauma. But who knows? We'll see. I do get opportunities to interview people. I just never done that. But I think what I'm going to do is step outside of myself and think for the Star Fam. I'm like, what would the Star Fam want? So we'll see. We will see. Jessica said, I'm looking forward to the Golden Bachelor. This show is mostly about becoming an influencer and people in their 20s who are not ready for marriage. I think, yeah, that's what it's become. I'm looking forward to that show as well, because at the end of the day, the messiest people on earth are the elderly. It's going to be a great show. Dolly also said, listen, my grandparents said they were married 50 years. Come to find out, they were living in sin for the first 10. I was shook. Remember I told you about my aunt, who I didn't find out until her funeral, that her and my uncle were boyfriend and girlfriend? I was like, y'all damn near 80 and y'all still dating? Ooh, yes. I have such a ghetto life. NTR said her parents have been married. Her parents have been married at 5 years old. Yeah, she said 48 years. I said, who? Who has been married 48 years? Not those teenagers, not those millennials. Girl, what? What? Megan said, I read that she changed the design of her dress. It was actually a halter neckline and she wanted something different. Oh, good for her. She can call the shots. Listen, if she looked good and felt comfortable in it, it's a win. It's a win. Listen, the way she was kissing up on Xavier, I was just like, I think you're falling into the trap. I think you're falling into the trap. Joey's cute. Oh, you know what? Let me just, before I found out all that stuff about Zoltan, let me Mr. 7 Foot. Let me give y'all my top. My top was Dasoon, Zoltan, Mr. 7 Foot. But not anymore. So I got to find somebody to replace him. I love Joey. Xavier, listen, the only reason why I put him in there was because of the way she kissed him and John. I feel like Brayton is a producer plant. So he's going to go far, but I just don't see him being the one for her. But I think we're going to see late in the season at the end. Brayden, John, Xavier. Who the hell was this one? This is 7 Foot. Who was this? Who was this? I forgot that. Joey. Those are the guys who I think are going to be there in the end. But, you know, this show, twists and turns. Twists and turns. I'm glad y'all like Joey. He's a cutie. He would clean up in Philly. He probably did. I'm looking for something to throw. That's what it is. He has big church musician energy. Oh, yes, it's giving drummer. Oh, yes, that's what it is. If he plays drums, it's a rap. That's what it is. He has church musician energy. Oh God, have we all been a victim of a church musician? If he plays the drums, oh, if he on that keyboard, what's the other one? Guitar. Run. Satan's finest. Run. They do. But the thing about it is, I think Joey is going to ruin his chances because he's insecure about his height. I think that's what he is going to do. See, this is the thing. I love the knitting. It was the way he was knitting. Something up. He's 6'6", great career. He knits, loves his mama. Parents have been married for 30 years. But you can't find love? You had to come on a reality TV show to find it? I want to talk to the woman in your neighborhood. One or the other. There's no in between. Listen, that picture doesn't do Xavier any justice. He is fine. That picture, terrible. Hey, mind your business. Thank you. Thank you. Dahlia also said, I sincerely hope that Charity calls them white Caleb, black Caleb, and Asian Caleb to tell them apart. Listen, I was like, we got a lot of Calebs on here. What's going on? Melissa said, I know there's a very tall Nigerian and it looked like he goes far. Yeah, he does. Mr. CIA. That's his new name. Mr. CIA. Yeah, maybe if they were fresh. I was thinking if they were fresh, if he got them freshly twisted. But you know what? I also like the Florida guys, the way, I don't know what they're called. Please forgive me. Unformed. I like the Florida guys unformed locks as well. It's just something about these on Caleb. I don't know what it is. It's giving bad head. It's something. I just don't think they fit his face, and the little ones right here. It's giving cousin Skeeter. Dolly said, Khalid's my type of brown man, a whole cutie. He was very cute. I loved his deep dimples. Yeah, it was raining. It was freezing cold. You could see her breath the whole time. I'm like, why can't she do this inside? You have this whole mansion. Why does it have to be out here? And I know there is a beautiful entrance in one of those. Oh my God, my sister left our fridge door open. Excuse me. Because I'm like, what is that beeping? My fridge. I'm gonna fly. Oh my gosh. Child. The whole freezer wide open. I don't know how to keep a home. I'm the only one that listened to my grandmother. Anyway, Megan said, I feel like Charity isn't going to find her husband on this show. She may find a temporary fiance, but I don't see marriage to anyone on this show. She might leave here with Aaron. I'm telling you, if it weren't for this show, Charity and Aaron would have met in real life. It's something about them two. It is something about them two. It's something about them. Jessica said, I found it hilarious how the host said it's raining, and you know what they say, it's good luck. Not for weddings only. As Charity goes, sure, girl. I'm finally getting to the comments about Taj Mowry's tether. Oh, he's going to go far. He's going to go far. They go crazy, but it's not just any kind of biracial. It's a Taj Mowry biracial. They love that kind of biracial guy on Bachelor Nation. Like, he's going to clean up in paradise. Clean up. He's probably going to be in several love triangles. Crazy. I don't get it. He has to be an actor. He has to be an actor. Dahlia said, I liked Brayden until I saw the feather earring. No, man. Kevin Federline. Like, I did not understand what Brittany saw in him. I just did not get it. Her or Shar Jackson. And now we have Charity. Girl, please, let's just be the producer pick. Yes, that's what, you know what? Let's be real specific. Not only does Brayden give very much college frat boy, Brayden gives college football. I want to say running back. They're a little slimmer. He definitely gives off quarterback vibes, maybe second quarterback, because he probably was the first choice but played a bit too much. You know what I mean? But I feel like he was a quarterback of like an all-black team, because you could see to his community of, you could tell that he was around us, right? Not so much a community of Black people, but I think a lot of his Black relationships in his life come from sports, right? I also think that he's been to the Essence Festival a lot of times and stayed. Okay, especially in college, right? So that's probably what Charity is seeing. That's probably, why she was so impressed by him, because I think when you, as a Black woman, especially if you are dating somebody who is not Black, or out in the world and you're being approached or pursued by somebody who is not Black, there's a little bit of comfortability there when you know that you're not there first, right? I'm not your first experience with greatness. You know what I mean? So I think that might be what she's seeing. That might be why she feels a bit comfortable. But I'm like, girl, John is right there. He's so like early 2000s F boy, right? He's so early 2000s F boy. It's so weird. It's so weird. Yes, Dolly, girl, you're on it. Brayden is giving spicy white a la early Channing Tatum back when he was still doing Black movies. Did he ever do Black movies? I don't think he's ever done a Black movie. Wait, he was in one Black movie where he was like a college football guy. Was it Mr. Carter? Was he in Mr. Carter? I think that's the only one he ever did. I remember him from them Mountain Dew commercials. I want my dew. Yeah, a little off, but sweet. I like Spencer. That's what creeped me out. I was like, Smiley? That's what I got from him. But that other stuff, I was like, oh, I don't get serial killer from him. I get that he's, different. He's different. The season finale, I was disappointed. Here is why. From has taken 2 seasons to get to the plot, and we still ain't got to it. And now we're on a freaking writer's strike. When are we going to get season 3? It was renewed for season 3. Who the hell is going to write it? When are we going to get to season 3? And now with this strike, we don't even know when there's finally a deal if the writers who worked on season 1 and 2 are going to be available for season 3. So I'm just like, we should have got a little bit more from that show than what we got this season, especially since we're probably going to have to wait till 2025 for the next season. I wanted more. That's the thing. At least give us a monster. At least kill like a main character or something. What the hell? Why are they taking so long to get to? Give us something. I remember in season 1 where he got dragged by like a ginormous spider that we never saw, and we just never got back to that. It's a good show, but I just feel like they got to get to the meat quicker for me. Sam Carl 04 said he was a little intense, but I was hurt to hear people were going in on him like that. Yeah, I didn't like it. Like, even if he's, I don't want to assume that he has Asperger's, right? Or if he's on the spectrum. I don't even want to assume those things. But even if that's not, right? If that's not it. He's nervous. A single dad, like it could be a lot of stuff. It could be a lot of stuff going on there. And I just felt like with us not knowing what was going on, people should have treaded lightly. And I didn't see that, but it happens. It happens, unfortunately. People are just quick to want to get a joke off and not like really assess the situation. Yeah, it was. I felt like it was a lot for him, especially when he was trying to talk in his confessional, and you could tell that he was getting overwhelmed. I was just like, it was a lot to watch. But I was just like, oh, he reminds me of my student, of my babies, like baby. But I could be wrong. I'm just saying I saw some similarities, but I could be wrong. Are we talking about Warwick? Yes. That hair is feathered to perfection, just like Robin's shoe in Mortal. Oh, love him. We love to see it. Warwick, he got nice hair. He knows what he's doing. Lily B said, Warwick is a cutie pie picture-wise. Haven't seen his personality yet. The tippy toes. It's the tippy toes for me. He is absolutely a Disney prince, but it's the tippy toes. It's the Ryan's talking about the wrestler. I feel like this happens with Black Bachelorettes. And I don't like it because the same thing happened with Rachel. And I feel like they're doing it here with this cowboy from Florida. Like you're already letting us know, right? What probably where his mindset is. And I'm just like, we don't need that on every season. Here is why. Because you don't do it to the white girls. You don't do it to them. You gonna put a hotep on a white bachelorette season, right? You wouldn't do that. So why do that for the black girls? We'll see. It's still episode 1. We ain't seen nothing from him. He could be a totally different. He could be a totally different kind of guy. But I'm saying, y'all show him with a cowboy hat and his Texas bullhorn belt, right? And these bootleg tight jeans and these big cowboy boots, and he's from Florida. What do you think is going to be the reaction, especially for the people of color who are watching this show, right? Especially for the Black and people of color who are watching this show. Or, people in the LGBTQ community or the Let God Be True quickly community. I felt like a lot of people who are from those communities was like, a little triggered, a little traumatized. Again, episode 1, it's still early, but I was just like, oh God, please, not again. Not again. Zora said, and if I was the Bachelorette, I'd be the fool going after the wrestler. And the Black woman fan base will be trying to help me out like, sis, this isn't it? He's so cute. I like him. I like John. He's so cute. And the little chain is helping. The little chain is helping. See, the chain is getting y'all too. What Black men did for a gold chain could just never be undone. There is no other male species on this planet that has something that's so freaking iconic that it makes any male hot. You can't, what else could you think of? Nope, it's that gold chain. It's that freaking gold chain. Oh, Black men. If only you were better. That's why we can't leave them. Dahlia said, I love when a man wears a solid tee, preferably black with a gold chain. A black t-shirt with a gold chain, a little crew neck one. A mess. A mess. A mess. Oh no, there is Joey. Dolly is Joey. Because remember, he was just like, I feel so short here. He was like, I never felt so short before in my entire life. But he felt very short because everybody is so tall. Did Charity ask for tall men? Baby, that would have been me. That would have been me. I would have been like, if he's under 6'2", send him home. Don't let him get out the limo. Don't let him get out the limo. It will turn into MTV's Next. Let me stop. Let me stop. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany said, replay gang, I'm a therapist and my clients are asking why we're open. We told them we open for y'all. Oh my God. Right? Naya said, how did I miss 7 foot? Is it Nigerian subscribers? Is it Dalton or Dalton? Because I'm hearing it differently. I'm hearing it differently on the show. Let me know. Walking around Brooklyn. He got oh, Durtoon. Okay, Adisola. Thank you, Durtoon. Thank you, Durtoon. He got out of that limo and kept on going. I can't overlook the CIA stuff, but my God, today. My God, today. Ah, what the hell is that? What the who puts that in their bio? That was so weird. That's so weird. How the hell? I'm sorry. Can we be real? How the hell are you Nigerian and you want to be the head of the CIA? Are we studying history here? I, weird. Very weird. Very weird. Ah, weird. Weird. Mm-mm. That's what I was thinking of. Tim Carr. They had talk about Charity's brother. They had him looking like Isaac from the Love Boat. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. Oh, wait, you guys. Oh, Missy, you haven't seen it. Hold on. Let me try to find it. Undercover brother. It was just like, y'all are trying it. Because there's no way that he does not look like a character. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh, I found a really good one. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, come on. Hold on, I'm loading it right now. Oh, shoot, what am I making for dinner? Oh my gosh, I'm so busy preparing for tomorrow that I don't have no dinner ready. Oh, child. Oh, well. Oh, well. This is what he looked like. This was so ridiculous. This was so ridiculous. I'm like, how did y'all not notice him? Like, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. He looks like one of the whispers. He looks like the lead in the whispers. OMG. I started to give up. And she walked into my life. And we began to rock. Hey, steady, steady rocking all night long. Rock. Woo. Now, if they would have had him in like a Whispers costume, it would have been a little bit more realistic. If they would have gave him a box, that would have made sense. But this wig, terrible. Terrible. It didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. Taylor said, "You're absolutely right. I remember that scene of him and his towel very vividly from you." Who are we talking about? Oh, Channing Tatum. Oh my goodness. If you remember that scene of him in the towel from the locker room, oh, yeah, you were down bad. You were down bad. I was too, because how the hell do I remember that scene? Listen, I'm telling you right now, the years before my brain was fully developed was a good time. I had crushes all over the place. I had crushes all over the place. Hey, JLV. Oh, we've missed you too. The life lessons. Sort of, kind of life lessons. Listen, Taylor said he ain't gonna be in the CIA being on reality TV. He ain't thinking right. The thing about it is, why would you say that? Why the hell do you have that desire? That's so weird. I'm like, do you know anything about the CIA? That would be one thing, like if he didn't know, but it's just like, I feel like he does know. And I'm like, you want to lead it? You want to lead the CIA? All right. All right. Hi, Blue Moon. Do you mind kindly exiting the Star family? Because what the hell are you talking about? What Brayden? Not the Brayden on this show. What's going on? What's going on? Can somebody find Blue Moon and make sure that they are okay? Make sure that they're okay. Is Brayden holding you hostage? Please let us know if you are okay. If this is Blue Moon, please let the Star family know that you are okay. We are concerned. We are concerned. Have you seen the feather earring? We are concerned. We are concerned. Where am I at? Coach wait, I saw something that said breaking news. What's going on? Oh, Zora said Brayden gets wide receiver who never plays or kicker who uses his black friends to meet black women. Yep. He is a plant, but I think he is genuinely attracted to charity. Yeah, I feel like, he would probably go for a charity. So this ain't nothing new for him, but I do think he's a plant. Absolutely. Absolutely, he should be on F-Boy Island. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Busola. Excuse me. Busola said, hey, Nikki, did they fix your air conditioner yet? The summer is heating up. Busola, that's the only reason why I'm on live today. That's the only reason why I'm on live today. If it wasn't fixed, y'all would not see me until I got to LA. OMG. Y'all would not see me. It was too hot in here. Girl. Cal Richards and Mauricio Omansky have separated after 12. Girl, I was just on TikTok last night and I was watching some TikTok from this girl talking about that Cal Richards is a lesbian. Ciao! And she got a lesbian love with us, a cowgirl. What is happening? What is happening? Mercury is in micro braids, girl. What is going on? A source close to this is, I'm telling you, People Magazine. Oh my God, we didn't even talk about Monique and the Giant. Oh my God. Mauricio about to be in them streets. Child. Anyway, what is going on? Listen, I remember when People Magazine reported that Monique and the Giant were breaking up. I was just like, let me tell you something. Because, guys, I used to work in press. Let's get into it. People Magazine, they don't be posting nothing unless they got receipts. People Magazine got sources. Unfortunately, People Magazine and TMZ, baby, I'm telling you, if they say anything, it's the truth. People Magazine and TMZ don't be lying. So when Monique was just like, oh, I can't believe People Magazine will post lies. And I was like, girl, they don't. Not People. People ain't doing that gossip. If People Magazine is telling you, oh, they heard it from the horse's mouth. So come to find out a couple weeks later, Monique and the Giant, I'm sorry, I forget his name. Is it Chris? Monique and Chris? I'm so sorry. I'm so used to calling him a giant. I'm doing better. The Lord is working on me. But when it was announced that they were divorcing, I was just like, yup. How I know? Because People Magazine told me they don't be lying like that. Oh my gosh! What is going on? And oh my gosh, remember Camille's psychic was just like, that's going to be the last man that you're with. Oh my gosh, Cal. She was hugged up with some lesbians, a butch lesbian on the jet. Ah! Oh my gosh. I need Auntie in the camera. Is this going to be on the Real House? If this is going to be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, let me tell you something. Beverly Hills is back. Beverly Hills is back. Let me get into this article. A source close to the pair tells people that Kyle and Mauricio have been separated for a while now, but are still living under the same roof. They remain amicable as they figure out what's next for them and their family. Riches, 54, met Umansky, 53, at a nightclub in 1994. At the time, Riches was divorced from her first husband. Something. OMG. OMG. Bravo is back. Bravo is back. Andy, you couldn't have asked for a better year. Wow. Ciao. People Magazine don't be lying. TMZ and if they post it, it's the truth. I go with People Magazine more than I go with TMZ because they just grimy how they get their information. But People Magazine is respected. Ciao. What is Camille's psychic's name? She said that's the last man you'll ever be with. She said because after him, it ain't nobody else, ain't no other man. We got to get that psychic. We got to get Camille and the psychic back. I got to get back to LA. I got to talk to my sources because baby, the block is hot. The block is hot. I got to get back to my sources. Let me get out of Atlanta. OMG. Child, let me get these super chats. What is going on? What is going on? Tracy, thank you so much for super chat. Tracy said the Star family would love for you to tell your prayers accordingly. We do not want no mishaps. Like the video, please. Thank you, Tracy. What did I say that got y'all in the prayers? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Sebastian, for the super chat. Sebastian said, Nikki, I hate to interrupt you, but Kyle Mauricio are fishing separated. Oh my gosh. What is up with the 50s? I'm telling you, people get to 50 and it's just like, I don't want to do this no more. Absolutely not. What is going on? Mauricio about to be in them streets. What TMZ saying? I hate them. They are the Caucasian Zeus network, but I got to. What is TMZ? You know what? Do I want them in my search history? I'm already here. I am already here. Ciao. Oh, they don't have it. They don't have nothing yet. I got to get back to LA. I got to get out of here. I got to talk to my nanny friends. I got to talk to my private chef friends. I'm telling you, if you want to know any tea on your favorite celebrities, you got to talk to their private chef or their nanny. Baby. OMG. What? Child. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. Whoo! Carmen said, I just went back to find Channing Tatum's about to do commercial. He used to be so fine. What happened to him? His face looked 50. Oh my gosh. Listen, certain light skins is, they just don't use the moisturizer and the sunscreen. We tell them, but it happens. Woo! It happens. It happens. Were you the one that sent me the stuff about her? What, I don't want to call her the lesbian. What's the girl name? Morgan. I think her name. Were you the one that sent me that? Because I was just watching that video and I was just like, Kyle Rich is a lesbian. What is going on? And then I saw the pictures and I was like, well, okay, well, what is going on? Women are tired. Oh my God. Women are tired. Ciao. Oh my gosh. Where is Faye, the morally corrupt Faye Resnick? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoo! Shout out to the NikkiStar replay game. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social media. I got to get back to LA. I got to get back to LA. Child, Beverly Hills is back. Oh my goodness. Atlanta, I'm sorry. I don't know what y'all gonna do. But Beverly Hills, she about to see some Vanderpump Rules numbers. Beverly Hills about to see some Vanderpump Rules numbers. Are they still filming or have they wrapped filming? I got to get to LA. I got to talk to my sources. I haven't been talking to my sources because I have been trying to do better. Because I felt like I was going into gossip land. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just stick to reviewing the shows because this is not my business. Let's just have a good time with my friends. But I need the tea on this one. Oh, baby, I'm watching with a magnifying glass. Where is that psychic? Like gagged. She let him in. What did Mauricio do? Because there was no way that Kyle was leaving that man. What did Mauricio do? Oh my gosh. Oh, is there a baby? Oh my gosh. Woo! Woo! What's happening? It's going on. Woo! Listen, Shonda, let's talk about it. When Chris was doing all those posts about losing weight, I thought he was talking about physical, like his body. He was losing weight in his body and, being healthier. I thought he was going to drop a fitness plan. I didn't know the weight that he was talking about dropping was his whole wife. What is going on? Child, who's next? Listen, since we're here, let's talk about it. Baby, he's been in them streets for years. Since we're here, baby, he been all up and down Studio City. Ciao. Ciao. He been in them streets. Oh, she probably had enough. There gotta be a baby. There gotta be a baby. There gotta be a baby. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ciao. 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 I gotta get back to LA. Oh! Beverly Hills is back. This is another Vanderpump. Andy, what the hell are you doing? Andy, what the hell are you doing? Let me tell you something. The devil works hard, but Andy Cohen works harder. What the hell are you doing over there? Ciao. Let me tell you something. There ain't a hoe in Oh, he's about to be a mess. Mauricio unleashed. What is going on? Double T. That's what I was watching. The lesbian lover got a letter K tattooed on her, and Kyle got a heart. Oh my God, is Kyle coming out on this show? What the hell is going on? Listen, we were playing nice CM. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to listen? Ciao. Ciao. Maurizio unleashed. There ain't a Hollywood starlet safe. Busola said it would be ridiculous if they don't mention this on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If they don't mention it, well, there's no way that they can't talk about it. There's no way they can't talk about it. Not if the Vanderpump Rules. Oh, well, no, the producers don't run this show. The talent does. There's no way. There's no way. He is having $1 billion year. My God, today. My God, today. Allison DuBois. That's what her name is. What? Wait. Hold on. Let me use my straw. Well, her little. This is not funny. I'm sorry. She was just like, that's going to be it for you. No, I'm not saying. No. I'm not saying. No, Camille. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I don't see her with anybody else after him. You were married twice, right? Yeah. This is it. Said for you, sweetie. What'd you say, Kyle? Oh, you want me to say something else? You want me to keep going? We got to get her back. We got to get her back. OMG. Oh, I know business is booming for her. I know business is booming for her. She about to be booked out through March. Wow. She did say that. She did. Oh, because what are you guys going to have in? Wait. Because you're not going to have anything in common anymore. What are you guys going to talk about when the kids are big and out of the house? Nothing. That's all you two had in common. The kids. She did. Camille. We got to get Camille Grammer back on the show. I'm sorry. JS said, she said once the kids were grown, they wouldn't have anything in common and he would never eat. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Booked and busy. Booked and busy. She said it. She said it. It gotta be a baby. It gotta be something, because what would make Kyle walk away? She was never gonna leave that man. Ooh! I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If this got anything to do with Dorit, that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is going to break Bravo. I'm telling you right now, they're going to break Bravo, because they've been saying that she was his son. And Kyle was even joking. Yeah, we joke about it all the time, but they're just, they're brother and sister. If this got anything to do with Dorito, Beverly Hills is back. Beverly Hills is back. Baby. This is, I'm telling you, this is why it's called reality TV. Because yes, storylines are put together, but you cannot predict what's going to happen in real life. Now we got to talk about it. Dahlia said, Nikki, you got an in with the Asian, Filipino, and Russian nanny network. I'm impressed. Oh, like when you first come out here, the first thing you start doing is nannying. How do you think I met all them rich kids? I used to teach musical theater to rich kids. Baby, and that's where you meet all the nannies. That's where I met Portia's Manny, the guy that's on that E show now. Listen, that's where you start. That's your starting ground. If you're a poor, you're nannying. You're nannying. You got chow. Woo! Sola said, what Richard did Andy do to make sure that the personal lives of his talents implode like this? He is when the cameras are filming. Oh, this is going to break Bravo. You know what? Peacock, you got me. I'm signing back up. Peacock, you got me. I'm signing back up because I need uncensored. I need everything uncensored. OMG. OMG. Oh, this is the thing. Let's. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, this is why she was with Kim Richards. What is happening? Because Kim Richards was filming. Oh my gosh. IA said, yep, because the sister don't like Mo at all. He sold Kim's house in business. Ciao. Naya said this life is an instant classic. Oh, we got breaking news. Hey, Lisa, welcome. It's a lot going on right now. It's a lot going on right now. Shonda, if this got anything to do with Dorit, nothing will get done. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The way Bravo is about to be eating, the way that freaking network is about to be eating, my God, today, every other streaming service will crumble, not Peacock. Not Peacock. Ciao. What is going on? Dahlia said, I also think ongoing lawsuits may have drained too much money for Kyle. She can't handle being broke and cheated on. She said, Basta. What's that? Basta. I was so used to that. Basta. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. He had to do something. He had to do something. What was the sacrifice? Lisa Rinna. Because ever since he cut that woman, that man has been eating. OMG. Oh, Sarah said Andy got on his Zoom. OMG. I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. I'm interested to see. Baby. Wow. I was literally watching like a bunch of TikToks about her last night. And the only reason why I was watching is because one girl's TikTok, she just had so many pictures. And I was like, Kyle, what is going on with you on this woman? You know what I mean? I think this is the thing about me, right? I'm not saying that I have an end with the let God be true, let God be true quickly community. Yeah, the let God be true quickly community. But I'm saying I can see certain things, right? Because my life has just, been surrounded by that community. Like my godfather, how you doing? Aunt trans. I was like at balls as a child. I didn't even know where the hell I was at. Anybody who could babysit me. I was just like, I'm always in that community, right? So there's always some things that I see, especially if you grew up in church, like especially the black church, it's like, oh, okay. And when I was looking at these pictures with Kyle and this woman, and I was like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know that look where it's like, okay, that's interesting. And I was looking at this TikTok and I was like, okay, right? Andy Cohen, you little rascal. You little wealthy rascal. Oh, let's talk about the husband. Kyle, don't make no enemies. Don't make no enemies this season. They got to bring her back. They got to bring her back. Alison DuBois. Boy is a medium and author. She was introduced to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on episodes as Camille Grammer's friend. We got to bring them. We got to bring her back. Sebastian said, baby, bring back Brandy, Camille, Carlton, Kim, and Pump. Let's kick up all the mess. Dorit is the last married woman on the show standing. Child, where is she at? We got to bring everybody back. Oh, wait a minute. Sebastian, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm out of it. I was been supposed to be off of here. OMG. Yeah, we got to bring everybody back. You bringing everybody back for Pump. Just a thought said a TikTok show of Farrah, Kyle's daughter, post at Kim's daughter wedding, and Farrah tagged everyone, including Mauricio. Now, wait a damn minute. Was Kyle the problem? Oh, Missy, you sent the Cash App? I'm sorry. My phone is on silent from church. I always forget to turn it on. Let me check my Cash App. Missy, girl, what's going on? Let me tell you something. The women are raising these kids, and when the kids is old enough, they're like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm gonna go be a lesbian. What's this happening? The mothers are raising these kids, and they are done with men altogether. Child. Ooh. Thank you, Missy, for the super chat. Missy said, hold on. Kyle said, keep the Birkin. I want a woman. What is happening? What is happening? For Missy said, for Camille and the psychic. OMG. OMG. Now, was Kyle in these streets? In these LGBTQ streets? We got a geriatric Vanderpump. We got a geriatric Vanderpump. Girl, they always play like they boyfriend and girlfriend. But I'm starting to think that it was Kyle that was it. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. OMG. Listen, guys, we got to go back to the old days of Bravo. It's too much happening. We got to get everybody back. We got to bring original cast back. It's too much going on. It's too much going on. Oh my gosh. Whoo. We sure did. I'm so sorry, Charity. I'll be here tomorrow afternoon to talk about that. To talk about episode 2. Peacock got me just like that. Just like that. That heifer got me back. Just like that. Oh, basta is Spanish for enough. Oh, thank you very much. Basta. Basta diablo. Period. Let me get out of here. I can't believe. Oh my God. Let me get out of here. It's too much. I gotta do my research. Y'all, listen. I don't know what y'all doing tomorrow. I know tomorrow's the 4th. But I feel like we're gonna be on here. I feel like I'm gonna be on here. I probably will do my cooking tonight. I'm probably gonna do my cooking tonight and just be on here all day. It's too much happening. They brought back Denise. Denise is on the show this season. Denise was on the show, like she was filming with them. Ciao. Now, let me tell you something. It takes a lot for the daughters to side with the father. Because them fathers be reckless, right? Especially when you're older. When you're younger, I get it. But when you're older, you realize she should have been with you in the first place. You know what I mean? So what is going on? OMG. She was with him like, kids. Wait, she had her daughter when she was 19. And Mauricio, yeah, she's been with him since she was in her early 20s. A whole lifetime. A whole lifetime. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She gave her best retinol years to him. You know, it's very smart to get with a woman. You know what I mean? A woman will probably appreciate her a lot better and won't be so superficial. But you know what? I don't know. Is the lesbian streets any better? Because from that show, The Ultimatum, it seems like they going through it over there too. Oh my goodness. People confirmed it. That's where I got it from. People. I'm telling you guys, from my year, when I first started out here, I was doing press. People Magazine is their source. They don't break nothing until they have factual receipts. I wouldn't be surprised if People Magazine got court documents. They don't play. They are very strict about the information that they receive. People don't do gossip. That stuff got to be real. They either have to hear it from somebody, I'm not saying gossip, like, I absolutely believe that, what's her name? Vanderpump. I absolutely believe that she was feeding people stories about what was going on in Beverly Hills. I absolutely. Like, if I were somebody, like, let's say I'm a fan of Vanderpump Rules, and I call People Magazine, and I'm just like, well, listen, I heard from a friend that Vanderpump and Ken are getting a divorce. People Magazine would be like, who's your friend? And I would be like, oh, my friend is Tamika. Okay, well, where does Tamika work? And how is Tamika, you know, connected? Excuse me, connected to the story. Oh, Tamika was at Home Depot when she heard Lisa Vanderpump. People magazine is like, absolutely not. Get the hell out of my face. Now, is Tamika Vanderpump's pet nanny? If that's what she is, then we'll hear Tamika give us her number. You know what I mean? Like they don't play with their sources. Neither does TMZ. I hate them, but they don't play with their sources either. Them other magazines, I don't just Jared and all, I don't trust them. Them blogs, People Magazine to TMZ, they do not play around, and they got ironclad like NDAs and lawyers on. People Magazine, she's that girl. If you want a source, it's them. You see, they still haven't backtracked that story about Monique because they had the information. They had the information. Monique was going on each and every social media platform that she could find, calling them people liars. They ain't said nothing yet. But they reported that she was getting a divorce. And they were what? Right. People Magazine is that girl. I'm telling you that right now. Right now. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you. The woman raised the kids and they're just like, oh, we're done. I'm not doing this no more. No, I'm out of these penis streets. Fire up the dildo. Taylor Armstrong. No, it's Morgan something. It's Morgan something. I forget. It's Morgan something. I just learned her name. Oh my gosh. BY said Andy reports that Kyle and Mauricio have been separated for over a year, but they live in the same home. Oh my goodness, we got to put a prayer circle around the Real Housewives of Atlanta. My God, today I feel like every show is having like some kind of relationship breakup. We're Real Housewives of Atlanta, Drew and Ratatouille. What is his name? Ralph. Drew and Ralph. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle and Mauricio, Vanderpump, Ariana, and I forgot his name. Tom, one of them Toms. Oh my goodness. Jersey. Melissa, it's your time. It's your time. It's your time. Ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. It's on TMZ now. It's on TMZ now. This is a mess. This is a mess. What did Mauricio do? It's and let me ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Bang! Bam! Andy, you wealthy rascal! Ooh! Ooh! Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle Richards separated from Mauricio. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. This is messy. This is so messy, Lord. Kyle Richards and Mauricio Romansky reportedly separated, putting it into their 27 years of marriage. See, they got their source from TMZ, got their source from People Magazine. I'm telling you, People is that girl. People is that girl. OMG. They got this from People. Mauricio responded to rumors back in April when Kyle was spotted without her wedding ring, shutting it down and claiming they weren't getting a divorce. There's also been speculation that Kyle is dating country singer Morgan Wade. Having spent a decent amount of time together recently, they also allegedly have matching heart tattoos. Bravo is back. Bravo is back. Ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. I'm taking a nap. This is too much information. This is too much information. I know Kempire is about the short circuit. I know Kempire is about the short circuit. Oh my goodness. Dolly said this is so messy. Lord, forgive me for getting my life right now. This is the thing. I was just watching those last night. Just watching those TikToks about you know what? Since we're here, why not? Let me download that TikTok. This is a mess. Kyle said, I'm gay. Like, she said, the hell with these men. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. Ciao. Kyle Richards and Morgan. Oh my goodness. This is listen, I'm gonna say it now before she officially joins the community. Kyle Richards is gonna be so annoying. Oh, she's gonna be so annoying. The pride parties that she's going to have. She's gonna be an insufferable lesbian. Insufferable. Ciao. Hold on. Because Kyle with a whole stud. Like, oh wait, she's Caucasian, so she's not a stud. What is she? A butch. I learned that. I'm learning. Let me tell you something. I'm learning. Ciao. I got to get out of here. I got to cook. Breaking news. Child, let's just get into it. Hold on. Do I need to change the format? Hold on. Let's just get into it. My God, today. I understand divorce, right? We got a whole divorce, but we got a divorce. We got lesbianism. We got lesbianism. We got Dorit, a best friend probably being a cause. Andy Cohen, you about to eat. You wealthy rascal. Child, I know Andy is doing the Harlem Shake to the bank. Let me see if I was able to download it. Hold on. I think so. Hold on.
I couldn't not deep dive into the whole Kyle and Mauricio and Morgan Wade situation. Morgan Wade is a country singer that Kyle Richards met in February of 2022. Kyle even made this appreciation post saying, I stalked Morgan Wade on IG after listening to her music while driving solo from Utah to Colorado while making Housewives of the North Pole, and today we met up in person for the first time. The most unlikely of friendships, some may think, but kinship knows no boundaries. Okay, now we're going to get into Kyle's rings, her posts, her tattoos. There's a lot to uncover. So May of 2022, Kyle Richards is wearing her full wedding ring set. August 2022, she's still wearing it. September 8th, 2022 was opening night of the Halloween movie, and this is the last time that we see her wearing her full wedding ring set. October 11th, 2022, which was the premiere of the Halloween movie, she started hiding her left hand. It was hard to get a full picture of her left hand at this entire event. BravoCon, October 14th, 2022, same thing, hiding her left hand. October 15th, 2022, under the watermark of the photo, they were able to see her left hand. And it looks like one of her diamond wedding bands only. Full set wedding band. November 2nd, 2022 was the Buying Beverly Hills premiere party. Looks like she's only wearing her band. December 30th, 2022 in Aspen, just the band. March 16th, 2023, she literally hid her hand the entire red carpet. Again. May 2023 on the red carpet. And it looks like Kyle and Morgan Wade may be wearing matching rings. This picture where we see Morgan Wade wearing this ring is from April 29th of 2023. This is a close-up of Morgan's ring she was wearing in a comparison to the one Kyle was wearing. They look very similar. And it also seems like Morgan and Kyle have matching heart tattoos. And obviously, there's a lot of people that probably have matching heart tattoos and they don't know it.
The new ink on your wrists. What do your tattoos mean?
And this heart is a heart, and it means something to me.
And it looks like Morgan also got a K tattooed on her. In January of 2023, there is no K. As of recent June 2023, there is a K there. Here's a close-up that most certainly is a K. Kyle Richards barely ever posts with Mauricio anymore, or even like comments on his posts. Meanwhile, her and Morgan Wade, the comments between each other, this is just one page of those comments. There are several pages. Part 2 will get into Mauricio and Kyle and when things started changing.
So that's what I was watching last night, right? And I didn't get into part 2 because I was like, girl, what? This is so ridiculous. Who is her source? Who is that heifer source? Because she got some tea. Child, I need a nap. 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 Elon Musk, watch out, because I feel like Andy about to be on your toes. OMG. Child, this is crazy. This is the thing. She said the heart tattoo thing, she was just like, this is a heart tattoo, and it means something to me. And all the ladies were like, this is something everybody knew. Which makes sense, right? But it's just like, why wasn't this talked about on the show? We talk about everybody else's life. What is this? What is this the reason why they were trying to turn Kathy into this homophobic racist? Is that the reason? Because I was just like, what is going on? Like out of nowhere, they just turned and went after Kathy. And I'm like, why are y'all going after Kathy? Remember we were talking about it, like it just doesn't make sense. Is it because this was going on? Kathy took one for the team. Kathy, and maybe that's why Paris and Nikki were not featuring Kyle, because they knew what the real deal was and they did not like their mother being a distraction. This is a mess. I'm gonna leave this up to Kempire because I can't put all this stuff together. I'm stressed out. Another reason why I don't do this and I don't talk about their business outside of the show, I'm stressed. This is very stressful for me. I'm not built for this. I'm not built for all of this tea. I could do a little bit of tea and a little bit of mess. When it's this big, I can't take it. I crumble. Under the pressure. Whew. Oh my gosh. This is a lot. That's another thing. I don't have the time to do all that. The way that girl was under all those pictures taking screenshots, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I watch this show and then I do my live and I go on about my business. But baby, this better be on the show. This better be on the show. I will say, sad to say, right? This is very sad to say. I will say, I'm looking forward to this new cow. I have not featured her ever. Like, she has not been a favorite character of mine on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I always thought the show could move on from her. I don't know why they kept her. I always said she has no storyline. Why is she here? Well, baby, she got a storyline now. Let's see. Let's see how this all adds up. Let's see. Let's see if she delivers and if she's worth the diamond. I never thought she was, but now that she got something to talk about, let's see if we will actually talk about it. Dahlia said this lady could have been a whole investigator and found out where Amelia Earhart is. Instead, she's digging up Kyle Richards' love life. Thanks for the info. Let me tell you something. Gen X, an elderly millennial, white housewives are on TikTok investigating the hell out of these celebrity lives. Like, it's insane the amount of research that they do. It is crazy. Like, the places they go, the stuff they dig up. I'm not saying they don't have a lot to do at home as a stay-at-home wife and mom, but my God, today they get so much information. If you look on TikTok now and you want to know, like, you can type in any celebrity, Caucasian celebrity, and you want to know what's going on with them, I'm telling you, it's going to be a middle-aged housewife who's in her kitchen, right, with her cup of coffee, and she's telling you every detail about this celebrity's life since they were 13 years old. It's actually very scary, yet impressive. Yet impressive. Sierra, get out of here. Sierra, get out of here. Sierra. Right? Weren't we like best friends? Sierra, get out of here. Sierra, get out of here. Whew. Listen, Blue Jay, a lot is going on right now. A lot is going on right now. Nas B said there's money to be had in clout followers again from persuading celeb, from pursuing celeb photos and posts and sharing and finding in theories, y'all. It's a whole business model at this point. Oh, absolutely. Look at TMZ. Harvey is eating. Eating. Ciao. I hope she does not do that. I hope she does not do that. Let me tell you something. If she decides that I come on the show and tell her business, I'm gonna go to my nanny sources, and we're gonna have our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season on here. Cause ain't no way you're not gonna give us all of this, child. Tracy said, shout out to the NikkiStar replay gang. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social medias. Y'all gotta get out of here. I gotta prepare my food for tomorrow. I think we might be on here. I gotta find out what time the fireworks are, because I gotta take some time. We have to talk. We are going to have to talk. I'm gonna figure that out right now, Missy. I'm going to figure that out right now. Because it was a weird, what is it? You know what, Cal? Not you. Pulling a Niecy Nash. Because there's a significant age difference with Niecy and her wife. And Kyle seems to like him young too. What? Blue Jay said that does give merit to some housewives. Do put aside their greatest to have a family. If we're talking about Kyle, absolutely. She said that everything she does is for them kids, and I believe her. I believe her. I'm going to get up in here and I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get on here and figure it out, because we have got to talk. I feel like so much more stuff is going to come out, and I got to do my research, and I also got to cook. Pray for me. Thank God the green beans and the yams are done. I just got to work on the mac and cheese. I got to season that salmon. Oh, and I got to brine my chicken. Let me get out of here. I got a lot to do. Ciao. Let me get out of here. I'm going to put timestamps in this. I might change the title, because this just went this just went haywire. Wow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I don't know what time, but just hit that notification button and we're going to figure it out. Girl. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.